what was it like closing the record sale in Phoenixville?
Validation, just validation, because I convinced.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember sitting with the owner, and I was introduced to him through he had rentals, residential rentals, apartments that he wanted to get rented. He needed someone to help lease them, market and lease them. And I said, no problem. So the building was under construction, and I was leasing these units up while they were like, they had holes in the floors and the walls. So, I mean, I think he was impressed that I was able to get these leased very quickly, and I did. I had 9 units to lease, and I leased them within probably 60 days. I had them all ready to go. So that's how I was introduced. He was happy with the result. And it's so funny, you really have to talk to your customer to make them understand that, I was introduced to him as a leasing, to help him with leasing, but he didn't ever think of me as a listing agent. So he said something like, yeah, I'm thinking about selling the property. And I said, oh, I'm like, you are?
Hello.
I had no idea that he was even thinking about that. Because he had just finished the construction and the rehab, and I said, well, give me a chance here. I can do this. I probably have some buyers. Blah blah blah, whatever. So I mean, not to get into the weeds, but I convinced him that I was the right person to help him sell this property. One, just because our personal connection, and he wasn't happy with the other brokers that he was actually interviewing. One, they didn't get back to him. They didn't even get back to him. So
going back to answering the phone, but he liked to meet face to face, and I was happy to meet him face to face because we met at his other restaurant. So I always probably got a free beer out of it. So so I was happy to meet him face to face. But that's how we started our relationship, through leasing. And then having this sale and just. But you kicked all that, that was one of the culminations of kicking shifting gears.
Shifting gears. Yeah. That's when I first started at Remax Ready. And, when I was, just before I was at the brokerage, I told myself, I got this big listing coming up, and, this is going to be the start, and really, just having that listing with all that, kind of free marketing to me. I had a big sign out front and all the listing platforms. It's funny, it generated a ton of leads for me too. I've closed other deals because of that listing. So, but getting it sold, seller was happy with the price that we got, and it's a record. It's a record for a mixed use property in Phoenixville. So,
are you on track to top it or what?
I am.
Got anything in the works?
I do. I have. I've got 3 that are 2 are under contract. A third one will be under contract soon. So, if this first quarter, I don't, but again, I've been working on these things for actually the one that we're about to sign the contract. I've been working on it for 5 months. So it's not like, it just hit me, actually I've been working on it for a year. It's been a year, but, so I'll do, if everything closes, of course, this first quarter will trump my, my whole year. I'll make more in the first quarter than I did all of last year.
Hope it happens, man.
But, that's something, again, I've been working on these things for, building this and building it.
It's not an overnight thing.
It's not overnight. So,
but it's good to see. Yeah. I'm happy for you with all that stuff.
Thank you. Thanks.